I liked that. I really liked that. I wanted those phasers to be standard.
I honestly, to me, it makes perfect sense for it to be a technological progression from rapid bolts to beams. Because beams take and output exponentially more energy than bolts.
But the bolts would be easier to produce, confine, target, all that shit. But prior to developing the technology for beam focus.
Oh yeah, prior to the technology.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not making a case for
it. But one of the interesting things, I read this bit of lore somewhere, and I read it once, it stuck in my brain, and for the life of me, I cannot fucking track it down again. But it was a bit of behind-the-scenes lore that said the reason the Defiant uses pulse cannons is that after they did some research, they discovered that the primary stress on shields was at the moment of impact. So to put more stress on shields, you'd want a rapid bolt. Because when you hit it with a beam, it knows where it's being hit, and it can reinforce that area.
That was my whole point with the bolts, was like, especially if you're facing off against something like the Borg, the ability to modulate the frequency of each individual bolt, just have it on a computer algorithm, just switching up frequencies at random, that it makes more sense for a rapid-fire bolt than it does for a beam.
Yeah, I get that.
And it would make a natural sense of the Federation's technology progressing once they figured that out, and they figured out the shield stressor thing. They would go bolts into beams for more energy, then back into bolts for more tactical advantage.
That's one of the really interesting things, I think, about the Odyssey. Is that, canonically, like in actual Star Trek Picard canon, she is armed with both cannons, turrets, and beam arrays.
Yes. Well, she's as big as a fucking Star Wars capital ship. She's gotta be. She'd have to be armed on every surface with every conceivable kind of weapon. Otherwise, what's the point of her?
And that's one of the interesting things about phaser strips. Is that a phaser strip has multiple advantages over a fixed emplacement. It has a much wider field of fire.
Mm-hmm.
And the way phaser strips work is it is literally hundreds or thousands of individual phaser emitters linked together. Like, when you see that glow... Hold up, let me finish. Like, when you see that glow on the phaser strip, the 2 points coming together, that is a relay charging up and then passing that charge to the next relay, which adds its charge to that and its charge to that, and you get a much bigger power output than you can with a single fixed emplacement.
Yes. I would argue that the best solution then, as the Odyssey proves, would be a combination of the two. A beam for the directed fire, and then cannon emplacements all along the strip, so that you can keep firing at shit that the beam has to, while the beam has to focus fire. Plus, you'd want point defense array around structural weak points.
Yeah, point defense is something Star Trek has been really woeful about, honestly.
Which doesn't make any sense, because
it makes perfect sense to me.
It just seems like the phaser strip would be able to have multiple firing angles at the same time if you just put less power into each shot.
Oh no, they do that. That's happened on screen. Repeatedly. Right. Voyager did that. We've seen Galaxy classes do that. Yeah, they can do that. That is, again, one of the benefits of the phaser strip. But, like, the reason it makes sense to me is because writers don't keep up with military tech. Now, unless it's like their interest as a hobby, they're not going to know about advancements we've made in close-in weapon systems, about missile interception. Because that's not their wheelhouse. But what's interesting to me is that it is mentioned in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Right after, the Reliance initial broadside against the Enterprise, and she fires that photon torpedo, Kirk immediately calls for phasers. Which, there's in that situation, there's no point in calling for phasers unless you plan to target and shoot down the torpedo.
Right.
And it's also hilarious that, Wrath of Khan is one of the most accurate and realistic depictions of hacking in movie history. They get their opponent to open an unsecured connection through which they execute malicious code.
I mean, yeah.
There's none of this, we're hacking through the firewall shit. There's okay, we know if we send this line of code, that will tell Reliant to lower its shield. So all we have to do is get him to open a channel with us, which he's just done, and get the prefix code. And that was actually brought up in Season 3 of Picard as well. When 7 of 9 instructs her ad hoc bridge crew to upload every prefix for every ship they have.
Oh, yeah. What were we doing last time we played? I don't even fucking remember.
We had just rescued the dude from Kessel.
Yes, and heard...
we were on our way back to Slaheron?
Yeah, the planet that we haven't left yet.
That we keep trying to leave.
Yeah. And you keep not leaving it. Well, I do want to wait until Trug gets back, fully, before we start.
That's fine. I figured that was going to happen. Normally we should talk for 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
But so, Tyler came into the channel and was saying nice things about Jack and I, so I'm assuming he has something nice to say about Tristan, too.
Nah.
You prick.
I'm the worst.
There was a bus driving by, I threw him right under it, and you just reach under, it's like, nah, you're fine, buddy.
Yeah. Anyway, there's the did I change the did I
Did you think you did?
That?
Yes, I fixed that.
Thank you. Well, we aren't technically there yet. There could be shit you guys are doing.
Oh, fair. I figured, 8 weeks was
Are we
long
there
enough.
yet?
No, you have one more day of travel time left, god damn it.
Are we there yet?
I honestly don't think there's any possible thing left to do in travel time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually right.
He has a point. So yeah, just leave it. Yeah, just leave it. We don't need
I
to.
fixed a protocol droid from scratch. In a cave with scraps.
Kind of look a little fucked up, but will you love him forever and ever?
And then the little shit instantly fucks with my plans.
Who, me?
Boom, ba-dum. No, J9.
Oh.
Don't worry, I can compartmentalize you and J9 as separate entities.
Right.
I mean,
he is
if you
so
want me
heavily on you,
to
though,
blame you for all of your NPC's actions, I will take it out on you specifically.
I don't think I want that. I think my
You don't.
NPCs...
I think you want me to compartmentalize NPCs in you.
Yeah, I think...
Tyler is all the bad guys.
Yeah, that's me.
He's also all
He was
of our
playing a
allies.
slaver not 2 episodes ago.
Oh my god, that's so problematic.
Well, it depends. Only if you agree with, the free labor market instead of just free labor.
Wow.
Elon Musk wants us to go into Hunger Games style arenas and fight to the death for jobs.
Mm.
He said that out loud.
And you know, it's not really. I play him as a little British boy.
That's what he sounds like.
Please. And you know, it's not really. We aren't supposed to bat 1,000. It's just jobs.
So kids, whatever you do, don't get about 500 milliliters of rubbing alcohol, that isopropyl alcohol that's about 90%, and then put it into a bottle. And whatever you do, don't then get some styrofoam and then drop it into the rubbing alcohol so that it dissolves and forms kind of a sludgy paste. And then especially don't put a rag in the top of the bottle, light one end on fire, and toss it at your pre-prescribed target. That's a terrible idea.
Saul Guerrero, is that you?
I remember seeing a post on Blue Sky that was, talking about how they're gonna bust out the anarchist cookbook on this shit. The next response was, "No, don't do that. That's a terrible idea. That book is full of misinformation. You want the U.S. Army's improvised munitions handbook."
And
That's where I got my recipe for Class B napalm. I mean, the one that I definitely don't know.
We used to use that to start bonfires.
This is it's from what it sounds like. It sounds like y'all's Blue Skies account has words in it. Mine is just pictures.
Oh, there's so much porn in mine too.
We all knew. We all knew what you were talking about.
Jack can't go through a weekend without seeing them pics of that 1,000-year-old dragon. No, she's 1,000. It's fine.
God,
that is the Twitter post that Kanye made where he just said, "White bitch, white pussy, my cocaine," but he left off an E on the word cocaine, so it was cocaine.
Yeah, like that trope, I hate it so fucking much. Oh my god. I have a visceral hatred for that trope.
He says, nodding at the monitor, then turning over to his display stand. "No, you baby, it's okay. No, you're special."
Let's see, who do I have on my display
shit.
stand? Actually, I
had more weed than I thought I did.
I have Yuffie, Commander Shepard, Revy, Joanna Dark, and Curie.
Why do all of their names end with the same letters? Except Shepard and Commander Dark.
Do you have boy Shepard or girl Shepard?
Yes.
I have the limited edition Kotobuki Femshep.
So
she's
my
anime.
god.
Yes, she is anime.
God. Matthew, can you get my Tylenol? Fucking. or some Ritalin, something to get rid of this.
I actually might be getting Ritalin here soon.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, I got my diagnosis as ADHD as fuck.
Good.
I just, in another server, I want to read you this quote because it is, I think,
Arabic.
I can't decide if it's homophobic. He says, "We are all one gay childhood friend away from voting libertarian." What does that mean?
I mean, God, libertarians are so fucking stupid, though. Holy shit.
Yeah. My boss is a libertarian.
That is unfortunate.
I work for the government.
That's doubly unfortunate and ironic.
And specifically, I work in the bank regulatory section of the government.
That tracks.
I will say this. A lot of people have been calling us about Chase Bank, and I've been having to tell them, sorry, Trump closed the CFPB, so you're kind of fucked.
Yep.
So when I disappeared, I was hanging out with Tyler Prime, and I was sewing something on a sleeve for a costume. And I'm just sitting there, like, hand sewing. And he's like, with all the projects and stuff that you do, are you actually a jack of all trades, or are you just undiagnosed? I'm like, huh.
Can be true.
Nope, sticking with jack of all trades as I continue hand sewing.
I remember this wonderful image of just like a fucking raccoon with a cowboy hat on, with it standing up with its hands on its hips. It just says undiagnosed, but we're all pretty sure.
Yeah, when I first tell people that I'm autistic, they're always like, are you sure? When did you get diagnosed? You don't seem autistic. And I'm like, oh, hold on, let me just, like, what the fuck do you mean I don't look autistic? I'm not wearing a pinwheel hat? What the
When you
They
said
mean you're not screaming and slamming your head against a wall?
Yeah.
So because it's not that visible and you seem functional in society, you can't possibly have a disability.
Right.
When you first told me, my response was, that tracks.
Right, because you've heard me talk.
Yeah. I have a good friend of mine, Adam, has a autistic son. And we're driving to work one day, and there's this beautiful portion of the road just before work that we need to go into the left lane, but if we wait just long enough, we can turn our signal on and keep driving straight. And it made his morning every day. And I'm talking the adult. And one day he's like, yeah, that's the good stuff. I'm like, you are truly his father. And he's like, fuck you.
Listen, all I'm saying is autism is genetic.
Oh,
Okay, well, Cacio Pepe is waiting for another day.
Aw.
I forgot to reserve some pasta water.
Quick, get it back. It's in the U-bend. Oh, God.
No!
It's disgusting.
Dare you, sir?
What the fuck? I'm going to... What the fuck?
Elaborate, please.
r/conservative. Serious question. Does anyone recall any kind of protests, obstructions, or vandalism after President Biden was inaugurated? I'm seeing all these reports of the leftists protesting, marching, gathering, vandalizing, etc. as they express their opposition to President Trump's policies. Did this happen at all by right-wingers against President Biden?
So I am going to play devil's advocate here. If you just read that to me verbatim, they said, and I quote, after inauguration. They tried before inauguration.
What the fuck?
I don't want to go out on a technicality here, but...
Sometimes... Jesus fucking Christ.
I remember fucking seeing tweets from Kevin Sorbo taken at Jan 6th, where he's like, yeah, you go, liberate that building, bring us our true president. And then, like, minutes after it became apparent that it was going to be a failure, he typed, Antifa did it.
I'm gonna have to...
Keep it on messenger.
Oh, what's the country below fucking Brazil? Uruguay. I'm gonna have to move to Uruguay.
Dude, given the money and option, I would probably move to Switzerland.
Uruguay is a profoundly liberal democracy with enshrined LGBTQ protections, legalized weed, and one of the highest quality of lives in the entire Western Hemisphere if you're not counting the United States. Plus a huge American expat community.
Nice. In Switzerland, you can own automatic weapons.
I'm pretty sure you can in Uruguay, too. It is still South America.
It's in Uruguay, they actually, with your passport, you do get a loaded MAC-10.
That is a welcome present, Welcome to Uruguay, here's your Mac.
Also, to move to Switzerland, don't you have to, serve in their military for a little bit?
I don't know.
Because, all the adults do for, 2 years, right?
Yep.
Get time served as an ally.
I had to live in Texas during the Trump administration. You did your time.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What way did you vote? Because there are a lot of people who lived in Texas during the Trump administrations.
I just want to kick Charlie Kirk in the chest. Just
A lot
Just
of people
real
are kicking the
hard.
chest.
Might pop his boyfriend's cock out of his mouth, though. So you got to be careful.
I'm convinced he has to be fucking a trans girl on the down low.
I feel like all of them, all of them is a generalization. Most of them are.
Or a femboy at the least.
In my experience, that is untrue, because trans girls tend to have standards.
True, true.
Boom. Yep.
Femboys, though. Femboys can be Nazis, so maybe.
The Allspark. Transformers movies, they get a bad rap, and it's mostly deserved. End of sentence.
Nothing wrong with the Transformers movies. They're popcorn flicks with fighting robots. They're not trying to be anything more. Now, the
did you
animated
go-
Transformer movie, that was great.
Right, like I'm confused. You went into a Michael Bay Transformers movie and expected what? Did you not expect the Michael Bay Transformers movie that you got? Because it's exactly what you got.
Yeah.
I watched the I think it's Transformers 1, the recent CGI movie.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, apparently that one was quite good.
Ace is real big into Transformers.
Their parents were quite happy until they realized it wasn't about becoming an electrician.
Jeez. Come on, Kyle. Do better.
No. I suffered for 2 days.
No!
Ace's parents were kind of shit.
Yeah, as soon as they found out they weren't going to be an electrician. All downhill from
Called
there.
Transformers.
Don't double
not
down.
Transformers.
If it says anything about Ace's parents, if Ace wanted something, her brother would typically have to pick up on it and ask for it because they wouldn't buy it for Ace, but they'd buy it for her brother.
Oh.
Yeah, that tracks.
Flashback to my childhood.
Ace has much better family now.
Good.
One time, I wanted a dog. Really, and actually, no, I wanted a dog for pretty much my entire childhood, and I wanted one really bad. But every single time I asked for one, I was told no. Till eventually, I bought myself a cat because, you know, if I can't have a dog, I'll take a cat. I like cats. I needed a pet to take care of. I got a cat, and then the minute I got a cat, my dad bought my brother a dog.
Oh.
What a fucking shit.
After I joined the military at 17 to buy myself a $150 Canadian PS2.
Is he reading from a... Are you reading from a scroll?
No. My father, who, before this, was making a decent amount of money, and then ceased making that money for reasons we'll not go into, purchased a lot of land, built himself a farmhouse with my younger siblings, or his biological children, had their own rooms with en-suite bathrooms, and ponies.
Ponies?
Yes, my younger siblings both received their own shower and pony.
Oh my fucking god. I thought that ponies
You
was
got
just...
me beat.
Now, to be fair, George, the one pony, great pony. He was great.
So you're not blaming this on the ponies, is what I'm...
No, George was phenomenal. Albino, an old guy you just bring to shows, and the kids just got to hang out with him and play.
you remember that Fallout Pip-Boy thing they had that was like a collector's edition of Fallout 4, and it came with the Pip-Boy that you could put your phone in?
Yep.
And you had an app? I wanted that really bad for Christmas. And I was told no. But my brother got it.
There's been a
I'm
Fallout
remembering
4
a lot of shit like this now that I'm thinking about it.
There's been a Fallout 4 playthrough I've wanted to use with that app for a while now, which is give control of that app to Tyler Prime. So while I'm playing, he's just doing whatever the hell he wants in my inventory, because it doesn't pause the game. It can hot swap my items while I'm fighting. And I think that would be hilarious and very short-lived.
Just out of nowhere, you switch to a fucking a mini nuke.
Yeah, while I'm melee fighting? Oh no.
So, a few years ago, and I believe Summer Games Done Quick, they did a Link to the Past speedrun with something they called crowd control, where Twitch chat could donate money and give him items, or take them away, or cause a cuckoo storm, or if they donated enough money, just straight up kill him, or give the entire game ice physics for a while. They could give or take away hearts. It was chaos! It was also fucking hilarious. Like, I cried laughing watching that.
Oh, come on, Trev.
Easy. Oh, come on.
I think when Trevor rises, we're going to start chanting Trev.
No. Are you telling me that this is a whole... I haven't watched the fucking goddamn it. Alright.
Sidebar, buddy.
No,
Did you just get a bunch of spoilers?
No. No, I don't, because I don't give a shit about The Mandalorian, but I guess I should.
Probably.
Yeah, there's a lot of the culture that I references from
You
that
shut
show.
Do we need to give you homework?
God
You
damn it.
need to watch at least season 1 of The Mandalorian.
I have watched season 1 of The Mandalorian, I promise you, at least most
Okay,
of it.
then watch
And
season 2 because it has more information about
God
the
damn
culture.
it.
It
Listen,
also has Dark Secret, which is fucking amazing.
I just didn't put it.
You didn't.
When did this happen?
Are there some dots you didn't connect until, like, just now?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, our fearless leader. Everyone, a round of applause.
We have been off for 8 weeks.
Shut up. No.
You could have watched all 30 hours of The Mandalorian.
God.
And all the Mandalorian episodes of Rebels, which would have definitely helped.
And the Book of Boba Fett.
No.
The season of the Clone Wars.
I don't think the Book of
Which-
Boba Fett would actually add too much to his issues right now.
There's just
It would teach him about the culture, the culture of the Hutts, the culture of the Outer Rim.
Yeah, but you can get all that in other things.
Yes, I guess.
And we don't
Book of
want
Boba
him
Fett
to
is
learn that
really
culture.
good.
We're trying to leave Hutt space.
Oh, yeah, you're wanting to go Corward. We're gonna have to fight for fucking Fondor.
God.
Look, we have a number of things that are problems. Hutt space is actually not really one of them, but
We
we have been
did
committing a lot of
did
crime.
just shut down most of the mining operation on Kessel.
Yeah, let's not be nearby.
Okay. I'm just reading.
I think we'll just leave Tam on Slaheron with a sign that says, I did it. It's just solve most of our problems.
We're gonna be the most confusing criminals anyone's ever met. They're like, yeah, they completely shut down the spice mining operation and then also freed a bunch of the slaves. But also killed, like, most of the staff.
Cam, like, in our defense, none of that was part of the plan.
In our defense, the plan went to shit rapidly. Before we even got there, actually.
Whose fault was that?
I would argue it was the fault of the slavers.
I'm sure you would.
I would. All they had to do was not be absolutely awful for the however long it took us to get there. And they couldn't do it. They were actually pathologically incapable of being decent people, and therefore whatever happened to them is their fault.
I didn't know that.
In this essay, I will.
I guess it was made clear that that's who that was. All right. Sorry, I'm throwing plot away because it. Fucking God, son of a fucking shit.
9 minutes past our start point. It's definitely the time to do that.
This isn't stuff that's gonna happen now. It's stuff that was gonna happen.
Give us a moment.
Right afterwards. And it wasn't even something that I had set in stone. It was just something that I was grab it like, and it's actually not even.
May I assume from the talk of the Mandalorian, it was stuff for me?
No.
Okay,
you can't
then.
assume that. You can make whatever assumptions that you want.
I'm gonna call Trev and see what the fuck's happening.
He's
said
driving.
he was
Just
driving.
leave it alone.
Ah.
I listened to him from the car on the way home, but he did not connect.
It is requested that this article or a section of this article be expanded. Yeah, all right. Cool. Okay. It actually doesn't change anything. So, right. So how would you have...
Use your words.
So, no...
I still say superhero high school is a cool setting.
Oh, it looks like it's just us again.
Yep. I just love that I still say superhero high school is a cool setting was immediately followed by multiple people disconnecting.
Mm-hmm. They didn't disconnect, they just shifted down. They're having a sidebar. Mark Carney is the new Prime Minister of Canada, eh? Who? Trev! No, it's better than welcome back. I mean, it's still a welcome back, but it's a much better welcome back than the two downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh, hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We
Yeah,
can hear you.
we can hear you.
Okay, good, because it's always
And you sound And you sound great. Until you get excited, and that point, your mic will pick it up.
Okay, I will not be excited about anything.
Nice, normal tenor. Just stay nice and normal.
How are you? So I got a real rude awakening last night because I went to go see a movie and it was really loud. And my friend who I went to go see the movie with said, "Well, Trevor, this is how loud you talk, and this is how loud your TV is in your apartment, and this is how loud you are in general." And I'm like, really? I felt really bad about that. And now I'm going to start talking very quietly.
Don't talk too quietly. I've got you cranked up to 200% already in Discord.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That was something about, or rather, is something about my sister. The longer she talks, the louder she gets. It's like a linear progression.
That's me. My family in general is very loud, so we're not yellers or anything, but we're just loud talkers.
No, that's fair.
But also, I have like a kind of a rumbling undertone in my voice, and even when I'm whispering, you can hear what I'm saying. So sometimes I'll be like talking bad about the person behind me, and they'll be hearing everything I say.
Have you tried not being a dick? It's worked wonders for me talking behind people's backs.
I know. No,
Both of my parents had theater backgrounds, so if they wanted to call us like across the house or something, they wouldn't yell, they would project.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I'm not like I'm yelling, I'm just projecting. But no. No, I'm not talking, when I say talking bad, I don't mean talking bad, but like talking about somebody who may not want me to talk about them because of work or whatever. I'm a very nice guy.
I would say you're probably the nicest Trev I know.
I know 3 Trevors, so, and I'm definitely the nicest of those 3.
I can definitely call 2 off the top of my head, counting you.
I'm telling
you. The other one's
Trevor's
vegan, so he's just... Yeah.
You're simultaneously the nicest and meanest Trev I know, because I only know you.
You know what? I'm telling you, Trevors, by virtue of their naming, can be real dicks. They can sometimes feel like, maybe they're a little
Our
bit better
Trev
than
just
that.
mixed up the verb.
I did. I did.
You get that? Did you get that joke, or are you just laughing because you think I said something funny?
No, I know exactly what you said. What I said, because I mixed it up.
No, not quite. You said the sentence grammatically correct. However, given the nature of your interests, mixing up the verb between can be and like are 2 different things.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
There we go.
What I meant was, I said, I replaced C into something, and it sounded like comething.
I just explained
What was
the
it, buddy?
entirety of Mandalorian culture to Tyler.
To be clear, it was...
That's not nearly as important as the first thing Tyler heard from Trev in 48 days.
Something.
Which was
what? Is that your nickname for me, Trev?
No.
My little cum thing?
I'm sorry, the what?
Yeah. Tristan, you're going to be behind.
No, I said something can, and I mixed the word something and can, and I said comething fan. Yeah. Something.
A private.
I need to call HR, and then I thank the police.
Please no. Please no.
All right. Let's.
I am gonna BRB here, actually.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Sorry.
You're fine.
BRB.
Kyle, just insert the needle in your arm and calm the fuck down for a second, okay?
No. I need this.
Alright, let me...
relaxation, chill out, stop screaming.
Okay, have we started yet? I didn't.
We have not. Jack has left
Okay.
again.
Go ahead and go to the bathroom if you need to go to the bathroom.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
just
that
gonna
depends on
use-
how much prep he did in advance.
I was going to
I'm
use
getting
this
my
time.
passport soon.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
buddy.
you need
Yeah.
a passport to be a political refugee.
that's well,
You
yeah,
do, actually.
Oh, goddamn.
yeah.
Surprisingly.
I mean, that's going to be a little fraught, I'm sure.
Well, I can speak Spanish, and I worked for the California state government, so I'm moving to Uruguay. I don't know about what you guys are going to do.
Good for you.
Oh,
They have fiber cable down there?
I'm really
Yeah.
not planning on doing anything.
Well, I would love to live. I would love to move to Canada, but I have a feeling that they won't take me anymore.
No, they're open to well, okay, not if you call yourself a refugee, but if you say,
Yeah.
hey, I'd like to immigrate to Canada.
Yeah,
It depends.
Yeah,
What reputable skills do you bring to the table?
exactly.
Yeah,
For
you also have a
anything
job.
like Tam. Mm.
Cam
No, I-
has been cursed by the gods. I
I
don't
would say
know what he did.
I think Karga is just sitting in the
Exactly.
background, force changing those dice constantly.
Right, like, I'm not sure what Tam did in a past life, but I assume it involved, like, kicking baby Nexu and, maybe... I don't know what it could have possibly been.
Well, that's funny
does it have
because
to be
you know,
a past
like,
life. We've heard Tam say things to people.
Right,
From
but
this life.
that's what I'm saying, is, like, he's so preternaturally bad at talking to people, it's gotta be...
And
I'm not-
he shouldn't be.
It's
He
so-
shouldn't be that.
it's so funny because the last game, my problem was bad rolls consistently, and this time I don't even get to roll. I just walk into a room and everyone shoots me.
Well, here's the problem.
Probably because I
It's
deserve it.
man, isn't it?
Here's the problem, Tam, okay? And I'm gonna need you to stick with me here, Trev, so that we learn this lesson together.
Okay.
You play a sneaky boy. What you absolutely should not do is open a door and be in front of it.
You know, these little particulars that you're talking about, it's just
Right,
cramping my
because
style.
you have the ability to open a door and stand to the side of it, where you're not immediately the target of everyone you have to know is on the other side of that door. Like, there's no way you don't, at this point, after it's happened 4 times, you don't walk up to every door kind of cringing, thinking, is this door gonna kill me?
Okay, you're making it sound a lot worse than it is.
You have almost died 3 times.
3 times. No, I'm joking. You're not making it sound worse than it is. You're making it sound exactly like it is, and it just sounds worse when you say it out loud. and I don't like it.
Is the game going to be up?
The game has been up for some time.
It's been up. It is. Jesus.
Do I have the wrong link?
You might
Use
be.
the
You
one
might
in the
be
pin.
here.
Yeah. The pinned one gets updated. If you bookmark it, it may die.
Okay.
I could also.
Stop opening doors, Tam.
Got it.
Unlock them. Don't open.
Got it.
And also, don't unlock them unless you have a good idea on what's on the other
On
side.
this side. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Is it fair?
No,
At least
not
press
really.
an ear to the door and be like, I wonder if I can hear anything.
Because I'll tell you what's going to happen is that none of us are going to be able to get through a door unless I pick it, and we not going to know what's on the other side. We're going to say, "Okay, Tam, you're up," and I'm going to say, "Well, I'm not opening that thing unless I know who's on the other side." And you guys are going to pull out your guns and say,
No, what you're
"Open
going to
the
do in
goddamn
that
door."
case is unlock the door, step back, and let Kybax open it.
Backs do it. Yes.
We have the meat wall. Know the meat wall. Love the meat wall.
Love
Let
the
the
meat
meat wall stand in front of you.
That is my job. My only job is to stand in front of you and make sure you don't get hit. And that is extremely hard when you keep walking through doors.
I just like the name Meatwall.
Coming to the stage, our headliner for tonight, Meatwall.
I've had
The actual group called Meatwall. I refuse to believe that name isn't taken.
I've had
There's
some
Meatwall,
dreams
there's
about
Meat hyphen wall.
There's Meatwall with a weird A.
with an umlaut.
over it.
Meatwell.
Meatwall, but with the Russian A that's actually a D.
And then Alibaba Meatwall.
Oh my god.
Okay. We're done with Meatwall.
Stop fucking talking.
You guys. Same. I missed you guys. This is exactly what I missed.
Miss you too.
Meatballs. That's what you missed?
Yeah. Yep. That was what he was referring to. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you think my parents are? I think my mom's going to talk about meatballs at home? No. Hey.
Not?
Yeah.
Or I
Well,
hope she does. It'd be
I
interesting.
know. I wish she would too, but she won't.
Oh,
Oh,
Trev,
Mom.
I was
gotta-
down at the grocer and I saw their new meat wall. They got on the kielbasa, the ground beef.
I'm like, Mom,
You
I
guys
gotta go home.
you guys put yourself.
I'm just imagining just this little old lady who's like, "We need another person for our D&D game. We need a meat wall. We got a rogue. We got a fighter. We got a cleric. Got a wizard. We need a meat wall."
We need a meat wall.
I remember when I was the maid of honor at Ethel's wedding, I took her down to the local joint and Meatwall was the headliner.
You got.
We fucking next out thrashing.
Welcome back, Trev. We missed you.
You guys are ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I
I
love
wasn't
every
even
second of it.
here for the starter kit joke.
I love every second. Oh my god, you guys.
Oh my god. Give me just 1 second. I'm so sorry. Okay.
And
Just
scene.
trying to find the fucking token. It's been such a long time, everybody. Thank you so much.
Getting
I
from there to here.
Long road.
That's my bad. Okay, no, focus.
Time is finally.
Okay, I just want to say one thing really quickly, and I believe it's true. I
Are you
believe
gonna
it's
see
true.
your grieve come alive? I ruined it. Alright, continue.
My dreams come true. No. No, I believe that the Star Trek Enterprise opening theme credits are the reason why Netflix put the skip intro button on there, because so many people complained about it. I just want to put that out there. Anyway, it may or may not be true, but this is what I'm hearing. So,
For some reason, I half expected you to say, "Anyway, here's Wonderwall."
Okay.
And maybe.
all right.
sorry, Tyler.
No, you're totally fine. Give me just 1 second.
You're gonna be the one that saves me.
You have had 48 days and 21 hours worth of seconds. There's a
and
counter.
after all.
You guys. Oh my lord.
We were talking about Trev, we were talking about Jessa and chatting not memes, where she said,
Mhm.
I've noticed in almost every server I'm in has a trans femme who likes Gundam a lot. I think it's a new type of woman. And we were talking about it, and I said, I was led to believe that you got a Gundam model kit with your first dose of estrogen.
Oh god. You should see me. My feet and my toes and my fists were tense like you were gonna make a some kind of like trans or changing or something joke between the Gundams. I'm like, no, and I was like, please.
Listen, they're
don't do
called
it.
Transformers, not Cisformers.
I know. I know. Like, oh God, here it comes. Yes, I am. You know, I gotta say, in my experience, I don't think it's Gundam specific, but I think that a lot of
You're right. You're right. It's not Gundam specific. It could also be 40K.
All right, let's get started. So, I guess
The Pharisees booed him, for they know he spoke the truth.
I'm silent.
We are trying to play this game. I love you all. Let's go ahead and I just want to get the scribble pad out. I suppose if we're recording this, then I guess we'll do it right. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. What does that say, Kyle?
Destinos.
What?
Destinos.
Destinius?
Destinos.
Ustinos.
Destinos.
Is
Destinos.
Spanish? You keep saying it. I don't know what that means.
Destiny.
Destiny. Yes, I know. Before we do a recap here,
I know,
I'm
he
gonna have-
says.
I obviously didn't. Let's have everybody roll for Destiny, please.
Okay.
I would like to re-roll for Destinos.
No, Destinos. I can almost guarantee you that's not what Destiny is in Spanish.
Well, it's better than me trying to say it in French, which would be Le Destiny.
Yeah.
There it is.
It literally is Destino.
Nailed it.
Yeah, but it's not spelled like. All right.
It's
Well, you edited it.
Destino.
Yeah. Just to know
He
instead
added.
of a Y.
There was 3 more
Well, because-
eyes than there should have been.
There is not 3 more eyes.
Maybe.
I is
one
pronounced
additional
like
I,
that
which
in
I corrected.
Spanish.
Yeah. So
Although
last
it would be more properly translated as La Suerte.
Last we left off, we're gonna go ahead and do a recap here. If I can find the goddamn circle pad, there we go. So, after running a wonderful gambit at Kessel, making your way there, freeing some slaves in the ship that you were meant to take in as a ruse, freeing those slaves and giving them their ship, going to Kessel, walking around, absolutely gunning down the leader of the mining settlement after just walking in, murdering everybody, finding some spiders, not dying to those spiders, and getting out with some more with information and with your target, Lieutenant Dameron Davies. You are making your way back to Slaheran. We had some downtime over the course of between obviously getting for the travel time from Kessel to Slaheran. There were a couple of coals in the fire in terms of looking into some Mandalorian stuff for Kybax, also investigating the DNA key with Lina and with Cam as well. You are on your way back to meet with Galen Rook. Rook is your contact who got you the information about the armor that you got from the Kessel mining area as well. Kybax's family's armor, of which inside that armor you found an inscription, an incomplete sky map that has some missing pieces in it. Destiny went in your favor here today, which is rare. The last couple of times we've rolled Destiny, it's been all from me, not like it's helped. Y'all have fucked my shit up and murdered canon NPCs. So
if you didn't want them dead, you shouldn't have put them in the way.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Who is Hans? Yeah, I guess Han Solo isn't going to get captured and brought to the Kessel mining settlement because you destroyed it. So good luck, Canon.
I mean, that was more like a side adventure, really.
Have you read the Jedi Academy books?
Jedi Academy's not canon.
I know it's not canon; it's Legends.
It's
but
canon here. Well, I guess it's no longer canon here.
No, it isn't. I get that pretty much when Han and Chewie get to Kessel to figure out whatever their thing is for the New Republic, they're just going to they're going to open a comm channel and it's just going to be nothing. Like, oh, why are we coming here? And then they'll just turn around and leave.
Well, no, they'd probably go investigate the facility to find out why no one's responding, and then discover everyone's fucking dead.
Yeah. Why are there so many spiders here?
Well, maybe somebody takes his name and uses it because he's got all these clearances and stuff.
Thank you.
Here you go.
That wasn't the last. What the fuck was his name? That you've heard of?
Maruth
Duel. You'll see another insectoid frog dude with not wearing any pants based purely on his decision.
Not wearing any pants.
He just wasn't wearing any fucking pants. There's nothing weird about that.
This race doesn't wear pants. Actually,
they do wear pants.
They actually, now that you mention it, they do have genitalia. It's frog genitalia, but they still cover it up. They're not just walking around wangs out.
Oh, it's just this guy.
It is just this guy. It's a power move. All right. I'm going to open it up to everybody and I'm going to move us over to the Stormrunner. You have about, I'll say 6 hours before you get to Slaheran. Is there anything that anybody wants to do? You guys are all back up to full hit points. Lieutenant Davies and your stowaway Vorkek, who you brought along with you, they're up in their quarters up there. And yeah, I open it up to y'all. Is there anything that you would want to do in preparation to getting to Slaheran, other outside of any like information gathering that we've already tried to do ahead of time?
I was told that if I disrupted the slaving operation, I get a payout, wasn't I?
I don't think that was that. No,
he's not actually wrong. I'll figure that out by the time we land.
Oh,
yeah. I contacted the one person, and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to Kessel. You need anything done?"
To see if he kills these fuckers. Can he get paid for it?
Oh, well, all right, yeah, for sure.
And I definitely disrupted the operation.
Yeah, certainly, yeah. You can make the case that you disrupted the operations for sure. Um, um, yeah, and then Sari is recovering from the encounter with the spiders in her room. Yeah, is there anything else that we want to do ahead of time?
And I can make the argument that now all of her spice stock just like quintupled in value. So I think I'm good. I do want to be prepared to make that call the second we're in system.
All right, for sure. Tam, is there anything else that Tam would want to do before getting to Slaheron?
I have been desperately thinking. I don't think there's anything really. I think he's just along for the ride and wants to see where what the day brings.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'm hearing from the silence that there is nothing. It sounds like you all want to get to Slaheron. Let's do it.
Yes, we do.
So, the hyperspace engines slot into position and put you in the the system that Slaheron is located in. You make your way in. You get clearance through the normal channels and set the ship down, set the Stormrunner down. Are you landing back in that same area, or are you moving your ship to any other main city? You guys are in Volcura right now, which is the second largest city. Are we just heading right back as normal?
Yep.
We would likely be meeting back with whatever city we met Galen Rook in, which was in Volcura.
Yeah.
All right, Volcura.
We made
Yeah.
our deal with him in Volcura, then we left Volcura to get on the slave ship, the Iron Chain, and then we fucked off. So, Volcura.
Volcura,
Yeah.
for sure.
And we're landing there like nothing is amiss. We have nothing to hide. We're cool.
Okay, sounds good. We'll go ahead and make a note of that. You come in, you make your landing. After a couple of days away, you land safe and sound back in your assigned spot in the one of the main docking bays in Volcura. The docking crew comes in, begins the standard refuel, begins inspecting for any repairs that may be needed. They notice that there is nothing. I am going to say, let's take an upkeep.
1625.
Okay.
It's 5 days to get here from Kessel at port grade of 3.
For sure. So it will be 16, in total to get you back up to full fuel. It'll be 1,600 credits out of the pool. Let's just make sure that we get that
Already
all
done.
squared away. Cool.
God, fuel is expensive.
It really, really is. Stores. Okay. You were not provided a meeting spot to meet with Galen Rook, so if you would like to reach out to him, you certainly can. Crew the Stormrunner, you're back in your, at least for the moment, home. What would you wish to do?
As we land
thing.
and... No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you can have it.
All right. Cam would like to hit the intercom. Hey, Lina, I got a favor to ask for you.
Yeah, sure. Do we need to do it? Like, right now I'm going to be actually heading outside and helping with ship maintenance and refueling.
Well, when you're done with that, could you get a refrigeration unit installed in my quarters?
Yeah, sure. Not a problem. I'll see what I can do.
Appreciate it. I'll head to the meeting place.
All right. Yeah, Lina, you see that they once the Stormrunner lands, you see that there's adequate staff to where, unless you would like to be overseeing everything outside of the ship, it's not really necessarily needed.
Yeah, she very much bustles her way out and starts being more of a hindrance to them than anything.
For sure. Cam, as soon as you do the post-landing checks, you make your way out of the cockpit, and you see walking out of their quarters are your two house guests. Lieutenant Davies, still wearing sort of his dirty, sort of dust-covered Imperial uniform.
I'm pretty sure he could have thrown that in the wash.
Dust. It's like pretty stained at this point, but you can see it's just like faded. And then Vorkek sort of Slaheron, right?
Yep.
Good. Well, I suppose I'm not necessarily required to stay here.
Our goal was to bring you to the person who hired us to find you.
Right. This is Vorkek talking. The guy that you... Right. That's who you're talking to.
That's the guy we were hired to find, right?
Nope, Davies.
Oh, that was Davies. Okay, yeah. Vorkek, yeah, he can go wherever.
He goes, if I suppose y'all could have wiped the floor with me instead of locking me in a closet, and I appreciate that, even though the closet was very cramped and there were bathroom stalls right next to it. Anyway, I'm thankful. I will leave my transponder number should you require my services, but I'm going to get some real food and see that. Yeah, he makes his way out.
Cam's going to give him directions to a good street food vendor.
Oh, are they still open? I thought they got closed.
Oh, they were last time I was here.
Does she still do the pastries?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. Well, he has sort of like a skip and a step, and he makes his way out.
That was the best thing I ever put in Cam's bio.
Whoa.
Psychic street food senses. Alright, so time to go collect Tam and Kybax.
Alright, yeah, you make your way out, and Davies follows you. I would like to, if we could stop on the way, I just want to get this sort of outfit off, unless your clothes probably wouldn't fit me.
She looks at him, looks at herself, looks back at him, shakes her head.
Right. Yeah, he just sort of strips off his Imperial uniform. I will just leave this here and go in my just like my undershirt. I'll keep the pants, but these are actual Imperial insignia, so you may...
You can rip the patches off. Someone... It's not unusual for someone to be walking around in a formerly Imperial uniform.
Right. He just sort of nervously sits. Yeah.
I do need to make the call to the hut representative and request payment.
Okay. You go ahead and do that. Are you doing that just through your official comm link up with them?
Yeah, it's an encrypted comm link.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, they wouldn't give me a non-secure comm link to a hut.
All right. You punch it in. You see that you're put on a brief hold.
Please hold while we connect you to the hut of interest.
Yes. We got.
Thank you for calling Crimo the Hut. Please hold.
Primo.
Just need to find.
With Ewan Sleazebago being a real name in Star Wars, there's gotta be a hut named Crimo.
Who just runs like an honest used starship dealership?
Come on
I
down.
can't not imagine
Primo's
the one
used
Smurf in charge of crime.
Come on down to Crimo's used starship emporium, where our prices are criminal.
But we are not criminals. Actually, it's the reputable.
We are not affiliated with the Hut Syndicate.
Sorry, I'm trying to find where. I'm trying to find the token for the dude.
He was the Red Twi'lek.
Red Twi'lek, okay. Red Twi'lek, GM stuff, ally NPC is not there. Graveyard? No, we didn't kill him. Prisoner.
I think it was just a random token you pulled out, and it's like, and he looks like this now, which means you'd have to use the random token.
Alright. Not what he's gonna look like. Nope. Nope.
It's
Nope.
just drop.
Nope. Nope.
It's
Nope.
it's a token. There's 900 tokens, dude. You're gonna be there forever.
Yep. This is punishment for myself.
No, stop. Okay, stop that. You can remember, it's a flippable token.
I know. Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
In fact, it was the dancing Twi'lek you used.
Yeah, for sure. Flippable token.
Which isn't in those tokens. It was one of the ones I made.
Right. Yeah, I just don't have it. But anyway, yeah. So the familiar red Twi'lek face of the dude. What was his name?
Rack Veron.
Rack. Yeah, Rack's face comes right on up and says, "And I see that you're still living."
You should tell... what the fuck is the Hut's name?
Maba.
You should tell Maba she should hold on to her spice stock. It's about to quintuple in price.
There have been a lot of reports out of Kessel that one major arm of spice trade has been pretty much shut down. Reports differ as to who did that. I have to imagine that you and that crew of yours made that happen. I didn't realize that was y'all's style.
Generally, no, but they irked me.
They must have irked you pretty bad if it meant wiping them off the face of that crummy planet.
One of them tried to call me a fake Mandalorian, and it kind of went downhill from there.
He sort of laughs to himself. Seems to be. I don't know. That might be an issue you might want to take up with whatever your creator is, because that's. I mean, if anybody could just say that. Anyway, I will relay over to Maba that you were the one who caused the disruption, and I'm sure that we would be able to profit off of it. What sort of fee did you have in mind?
Now here's where we get into negotiations.
Mhm.
What would be a fair reward for what we've managed to do for them?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let me pull it up. Honor system. I don't believe that any reward was specified, right?
No. But
It wasn't even truly official. He's like, if I do this, you're going to pay me, right? And they're like, we'll see.
Yeah, because one or even a small team
no,
of
it
people-
was, hey, if I do this, kind of, yeah. It was, hey, I'm about to do this. You guys have a reward for any of these people? And they were like, well, we'll compensate you for doing it anyway. We don't like this.
Yeah.
And I was like, say less.
Just need to go to the black market.
There he is,
so-
Crimo himself
What?
on the map.
Crime himself? What are you talking about?
That's the. Do you not see the giant hut on the map?
No.
No.
That's
Oh
just
my
you, mate.
god!
I think
Hold
it might
on,
just be-
let me post
out.
this shit.
It's Slimo himself. That's funny.
Paint.
Oh, just snip it. Are you? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm screenshotting it and I'm snipping it.
Just let it lie,
Going
Tyler.
to yeah, so so my question to you is, since it is you are being asked what a fee would be, just to give you an estimation of what, so I'll give you the prices of what the Glitterstim market would give you. The price for a single dose of Glitterstim is 100 credits.
Mhm.
The amount that you get with a normal container, like a cargo container full of Glitterstim, is 5,000 credits. Just to put that into perspective, yeah. So to put you sort of what would be outrageous for you to ask, I mean,
If I just, I wouldn't say quintuple, but what? How much do you think I just increased the price of Glitterstim?
I'll have you roll for that. Go ahead and give me. Fuck, there isn't like a economic check. Go ahead and give me an underworld knowledge check. Go ahead and call it, because you've dealt in the underworld, but you haven't really been in the drug trade. So go ahead and do it difficulty 3 for me.
We have been dealing with a lot of it recently, and I've had to
Okay.
familiarize myself.
Where
with
did
it.
you even find this, Lola?
I'll give you a boost die.
Okay. Can I use a light side point here, guys? Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, I just found my dog
mean-
chewing on a little plastic bag with a Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game stand inside of it.
I did. Hold up. Put that back. I didn't use it.
Oh, you didn't use it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm.
Damn it.
I did succeed though.
Yeah. So what you would know about the Kessel mining operation is that was not the only mine First Spicer
Right.
was. It was the start of what was going to be a very main mine, and also that was sort of the operating center for other mines in that general area.
Right.
So what you would expect from the market, the markup normally for that sort of thing to get that, I suppose it's already marked as restricted. You would, the price for a dose
Mm-hmm.
of that would probably remain the same. The price for like a bunch of it would probably go up by a little bit. So instead of being 5,000 credits for 100 dose cargo thing. It would be more akin to what. Essentially, it would add another 750.
I was going to say about an extra 1,000 credits, but yeah.
So instead of going for 5,000, they would be able to sell it for 6,000.
And I gave them, was it like 3 crates of that shit? 2 or 3?
Well, you gave that in exchange for something that you've already received, which is forgiveness on debt.
Yeah, that's true. If I increase the price of it by about 1K, then I'd ask for 1K.
Just 1,000 credits?
Yeah, 1,000 credits.
Yeah, go ahead and so with 1,000 credits as your offer, go ahead and give me a negotiation check. I'll call it difficulty 1 with a boost die.
I got a triumph.
He goes, 1,000 credits is modest, and you know what? As a matter of fact, I'll add in 500 credits to stay in your good graces, just in case I say something off kilter one time and you throw a disruptor pistol in my face.
Well, thank you kindly.
Go ahead and add 1,500 credits. That is that trip pretty much paid for.
Yeah.
All right.
That goes in my personal my personal inventory. 29 plus 15 is 44?
44.
Yeah, 44.
There you are. All right. Yes. So you got that taken care of. The group in general is waiting on a call to Gale and Rook as well. You see, Karga, as you're finishing up that call, looks over at you, Kybax, and says, "Are we going to be leaving here and like never coming back, or what are we doing?" I suppose.
Yeah, I was gonna bring you back here, but the Black Sun's encroaching on the territory, and we just made a lot of very powerful Black Sun enemies. So I think we need to go.
Okay.
Is there anybody you want to see before we go?
I mean, there are some of the kids that were some of my friends that were on the street that we used to live on. I did already kind of say my goodbyes to them. But I don't know. I thought I would have more time.
Well, hey, if you want, we can go and you can say goodbye.
I don't know. Can I think about it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Carter sort of gets up and, kind of with his head down a little bit, just sort of heads back to his room.
That's the wrong one.
Just sort of heads into your room and then goes into his room.
Through the wall.
Yeah. What are we doing? What are we going? Where are we going? What's happening?
Okay, so we need to contact that guy. Right? The guy who hired us?
Yep.
Yeah. Might be a good idea.
Alright, so he gave us his comm link, so I guess Cam?
Yep. That was Cam's next step. Get a meeting place after we've gathered everyone.
Lina, as you're in general being a hindrance and hanging out, give me just one moment. I have a role for you here. Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. This is going to be. It is going to be difficulty of 4. No, I'm sorry, difficulty 3 with 2 upgrades. And I'm going to use a dark side point to upgrade the 3rd die. So it is 3 red die that you are rolling against.
Cool. So she's not looking at whatever you're looking at. Oh, I stand corrected.
Oh my god.
That's not my fault.
No.
I was letting you have that one. I don't want to even know what's going on.
Okay, 1 second.
That is amazing.
That system is crazy sometimes, man.
It really is.
That's why
It's
I love
just
this
like-
system. It's so much more fun than my numbers
Every
are
once
bigger
in
than
a
yours.
while.
Yeah. One of these times, one of those rolls is going to go the other direction, and everything's going to be okay.
Why do you want to get us so bad? I could hear it in your voice. You almost had us, and you wanted to get us so bad.
And I wanted nobody to be outside so that a roll wouldn't be necessary, but Lana literally said, I'm going outside. And so there's no way to... Alright, I'm sorry, I have to fix my freaking mic stand again. These springs keep just, popping out. It's so stupid. Okay, fuck it.
I mean, to be fair, if it is who I think it is, I don't know what they look like.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know. Whoever it is, I don't know what they look like. Pretty much every time we've come to Silahevon, I've hidden the ship.
You begin sort of looking around. You recognize most of the staff here. You don't know them by name, but you know what they wear, what their general demeanor is,
Oh, yeah.
and
She's
certainly
been harassing them.
And you can see the head guy is like, oh god, these people again.
She's like walking. Look. I don't. No, don't do that. I don't fix the ship. I negotiate.
Ma'am.
And right now you're interrupting.
Ma'am.
You're interrupting my peace talks. No.
Ma'am.
He's about to dump all the cool. No.
No, okay. Everything. And you notice this as you wipe the sweat kicking off of your forehead, just trying to make sure these fucking idiots don't damage your shit. You see someone that you don't recognize going over to where the fuel loading area is on the ship. You see that they are dressed as a member of the guild that staffs this place. Pretty much just people who are relatively good at engineering, certainly not at your standard, but full of people who are just there to fill up all the ships that are coming in and to make sure that everything is all copacetic and corrected. You do not recognize this guy. Let me describe him here.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
He is wearing sort of dark spectacled glasses. He's wearing the normal uniform. He has across, over the top of his head, you can see that he takes his cap off and begins doing something over by the fuel loading area on the ship. He takes his cap off for a moment, and you notice he has a completely bald head, some form of human that you can see, completely bald head, but on his sort of white head, you see black tattoos that are going from the crown of his head down the back of his neck, and then being concealed under his shirt. They look sort of black, jagged, zigzags going all the way down the back of his head. He sort of takes over from whoever is fueling. The guy starts walking away, and he sort of looks up and meets your eye for a moment. She's wearing a backpack. Another thing that's strange.
Actually, I just remembered something. Yeah, you guys are doing great. I'm sorry I'm harassing you. I'm gonna go, purge the... She, like, makes a show, like, goes and talks to another tech and just slowly makes her way back towards, like, the entrance to the ship, the ramp.
Okay. You're trying to play this off as casual?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me... I'm gonna ask for a deception check here.
No.
This will be opposed by... this will be an opposed check. Go ahead and give it... Ooh, fuck. This is going to be another 3 red dice.
I will use a light side on this one.
Okay.
And should I fail this, just so you know what my plan is,
Yeah.
I'm dropping 2 gears and running into the ship and yelling.
Okay.
Subtle as ever.
Damn!
God.
Lana is on point!
You're rolling
It's
deception?
it's a misroll. Yeah. Well, you said it
Yeah,
was
so
deception, and I misrolled.
Yeah.
I added a die instead of upgrade.
Yep. I am going to ask for a complete reroll for me.
Understandable.
Thank you.
Fixing it.
Why not just erase the last green one?
Nope.
Because math is easier. That's better.
You begin sort of making your way. You're fumbling through the words, and the guy is kind of taken aback as well that you were talking to, like the whatever, the foreman of this area of the dock. He goes, okay, and just sort of starts walking away. Honestly, glad to be not talking to you again. You see that this guy, he stops what he's doing. You guys make eye contact.
Yep.
He puts the pipe down and starts making his way to behind the ship.
Okay, and soon as
Just walking very, very calmly and down, and he starts walking sort of by the ass end of the ship by the engines.
And she starts walking the opposite direction towards the ramp. In the moment that he's out of view, drops 2 gears, runs to the ramp. Climax!
He's booking it.
Okay.
Cam stands up.
Backpack guide, engines go!
Doodly-doo.
Off we go!
What's going on? What's happening?
All right. Give me just one moment. I am going to ask for a vigilance check from the 3 of you. I am making my own roll. I'm treating this as a sort of rolling for initiative to see who is quicker.
Obviously,
What's the difficulty?
he means Tam, not me.
Whatever your vigilance roll is.
So just difficulty 0?
Yeah, difficulty 0. So acting like we're starting an encounter, basically.
Can I take the stress to add a success?
Does the wording of the specific nature of that mean that it's combat?
Let me see here.
Yeah, let's double check that.
The character may suffer a number of strain to add an equal number of success results to any vigilance or cool check to determine initiative order.
Okay, I will say that comes into play. Yeah.
Okay, then I will take a fixed results, add a success.
Okay, that's 3. Is Tam running out too?
Sam was actually on the ship.
For sure, yeah. Go ahead and can you re-roll for me? There's no difficulty that's needed on it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
What did I do?
There we same exact thing. Just remove the.
I got it. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay, it's actually a better roll too. So
there we go.
All right, I'm gonna roll vigilance. Are you kidding?
How can you fail with 0 difficulty?
You rolled 3 challenge dice.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Yeah, you
All
rolled
right.
the wrong. You rolled the wrong die.
No, that's what I roll for vigilance.
You roll 3 red dice?
Yeah.
You don't roll green
You don't roll
dice
3
or
yellow?
Oh, are these red? Oh, you are right. Thank you for the correction. I apologize. I'm
It's
used
been
to
a
being.
while.
Yeah, it certainly has. Give me 1 second.
I was really confused.
I was totally confused.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of advantages. Let me double check here. Let me throw some music on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We're back, boys and people. So you both, Kybax and Tam, you all make your way down the way here. Cam, you're lagging behind a little bit, so Cam does not see what Kybax and Tam see. I thought that I rolled 4 failures. Fuck. I was like, how did that happen?
That would have been funny.
That would have been funny, yeah. So you see, as soon as you get down, because you whip around and you look behind the ship, between the back 2 landing struts, you see somebody booking it with a backpack, sprinting as dead of a sprint as you can possibly get, down away from your ship and into sort of the exit of the docking bay area, into where he's about to. So he's like about halfway to the door to get into the streets of Slaheron proper. What do you do? It's Kybax and Tam who get first dibs at actions here.
You need me to down him?
I'll shoot him with my bola rifle.
Yeah, and I can shoot too. Why don't you go first and then I'll go next, in case you miss.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Tam.
Jesus.
That's rough, buddy.
The truth hurts. I mean, but that hurt.
What range are we talking about here?
This is at medium range.
Medium range, so 2 difficulty, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just double check. Give me 1 second. Yes, so you're at medium range, so it is 2 difficulty as a base.
Then I'm going to use 1 maneuver. Actually, no. Because of my repulsor pack, I'm going to use an incidental to move 1 range band closer to him. So this is a difficulty 1 check.
Yeah, so Kybax, as you run down the terminal, you jet after this guy. A repulsor sort of boosts you forward, gets you into close range, into rather short range. What do you do?
And as I slide through, I bring my bola rifle up and fire.
Okay, go ahead and okay, bola rifle.
I'm going to activate the ensnare quality.
Okay.
And it is 16 damage.
I am so
say
sorry.
is
I'm
stunned.
so sorry here. Difficulty. Never mind. You beat it anyway. He has adversary 2, but you bypass it. So, actually, no. That's not how difficulty works.
I would add 2 red dice.
Well, so it upgrade the difficulty of all checks against this target twice. So for adversary 2. So
it would be 1 red, 1 purple.
1 purple. Go ahead and just roll a red die for me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna matter.
Yeah, it won't matter. Nope. It literally won't matter. Nope. It's totally fine. I just wanted to see if maybe there was a despair
You
in
could
there.
cancel out my triumph.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and resolve your roll. So you're activating the ensnare quality.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna set it to stun so that it's not deadly, and that is 16 points of stun damage. And what the hell? I'll use the triumph to activate the critical.
Oh, jeez.
Bip. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You literally. Wow, that's great.
Uh-huh.
Good job. If I had the little yeah, I would play it. I should, Kyle, make a note to make me put that in, because I really like it when you play that during our games. Oh my god, yeah. There's literally nothing that I can do because I mean he has the armor which +1 defense. Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. No, literally that matters.
Roll a setback just to see, because I might not be able to get the crit and the
You rolled 5 advantages.
I did, but the 2 threats canceled out 2 of those advantages, so I'm at 3 advantages and triumph. So let's see.
Yeah. Okay. No, it does nothing.
No.
So yeah,
but it is at 15 damage now instead of 16.
It says 16, yeah. So he has a strain threshold of 13. So even with the strain, yeah, he's done. Yeah. But you jet forward, he turns around, not realizing that there was a full ass Mandalorian in full combat armor jetting after him. You bip him, and his face, he slides forward. He scorpions, his heels kick him in the back of the head, and he's limp, not moving. His legs are tied, but it doesn't matter.
Well, he's more like an electrified field, and then it's
Yes, that's what bit means. Blow in place.
Can you imagine being this dude just going about his sneaky fucking business? Is I've been made. I'll head for the exit. I'll see if anyone's following me. Why is there a Mandalorian there?
Yeah. Right?
Final thoughts.
So, yeah.
This is a deep pain.
So the final thoughts are more like,
You approach and you all close in on this guy. He is wearing a backpack, and you see that over his he's wearing his normal dock workers clothes. They seem a little loose and ill-fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Like he perhaps stole them off a dude.
I'm gonna check that tattoo out.
Yeah, so you see that the tattoo, it's again, so it's black, heavy, big lines, sort of jagged. They are extending underneath his clothes and extending down on his back. He's wearing long sleeves and long pants as well.
Is it like a jumpsuit, or is it like a jacket where I can pull it up?
It looks like a jumpsuit. Yeah, it's like a thermal resistant jumpsuit.
Yeah. Do these jagged lines happen to look like the jagged lines for the black sun symbol?
Yeah, I mean, they certain. You could certainly make that assumption. Yeah.
Ham. Tam came out here with us, right?
Yeah. Cam's there.
Yeah. Guard the ship in case this was a distraction.
I put binders on this guy.
You son of a... Oh my fucking god! Son of a god damn it!
He storms off. I didn't even get to what I was going to do, and it was something similar.
Hey, guess what, Tyler? We learn.
Oh god. God, and it was an idea that just came to me, and I was like, this could be a way to do it. No.
It's Saoirse hacking things all over again.
Yeah. Son of a. Ooh, and I was like, wow, this is really good. So I grabbed another stat block, and there's no point. Yeah, so I thought you were gonna have Tam pickpocket him. No. Anyway, you have this guy, the staff sort of turn around and go, what the fuck? And see that there's a Mandalorian and two other people like around this guy investigating it, and they seem to just understand that some things are just outside of the realm of need for a dock worker. They just begin going back to their own work.
It truly is look at this situation. Do you want this to be your problem?
Mm-hmm. Yep, they just sit. They go back. Yep. What do you do?
BRB, 1 second.
Okay. Go back. This could be a trap. You son of a bitch.
Well, I would like to see what's in this backpack, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. The backpack. Let me get the full list here.
I am back. What did I miss?
We're looting.
Oh,
Well, at this point, we're investigating. We don't know if it's lootable yet.
what does he have in his backpack?
Let me tell you. One moment. You see that he has on him. He has a. God damn it! This fucking mic stand. God, where did I put that fucking list? God damn it. Okay. Items. You see that he has a large, what appears to be explosive in his backpack. It is. You see that it's actually a modular explosive. You see that it can sort of take the form of whatever area that you put it in. It has a magnetized underside to it that can latch it on to any surface. It appears to have a remote activation a trigger on it. You are looking around and you see. Go ahead and give me. Cam, is it you searching?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a skullduggery check, and this will be for agility. I don't think you have that as a rollable, but I can add that as a rollable if you'd like.
Yeah, go for it.
How do I do that again? Give me 1 second. I knew that.
I think it's you go to the particular skill, skullduggery. You right click it and you can click change charismatic or change characteristic. God, my brain.
Just do that one now. You can't quite duplicate it. Can't have the same name, which is why Tam has two with skullduggery and one spelled incorrectly.
Is
right
skullduggery not supposed to be agility?
So
No,
it depends on
it
the
is
situation.
not.
Yeah.
It can be either, and so we just, on Tam's sheet, I made one for each, so we didn't have to think about it. And I will do that to Cameron's on the fly. But
there you go. Your skullduggery is now set to agility, so it's added another dice to it. Go ahead and give me. This is working. This is related to the bag that you're searching and the way that you're searching it. Go ahead and give me difficulty. I will say difficulty of 2, and I'm going to spend a die to upgrade a die.
Copy that. Here we go.
Being back at him. Oh, well, I guess that works.
Okay. You're sort of rummaging around. You see the explosive, and you understand that you need to calm and like slow down and go through this.
Yeah.
Underneath where the explosive sits, there's a little like Velcro patch that you pull under, and you see a rather intricate detonator. It has a sort of a quick hardwired. Thank you for doing that, by the way. Circuitry on the back of it. It fits in the side in the palm of your hand. On the top, there is a hard switch on it. Do you investigate it, or you see that it is a trigger of some sort?
Yeah, I'm going to investigate it and see if there is a way for me to like make it inert.
Yeah.
Now hold on. Hold on now.
Yeah.
That could be very, very useful.
Hi, Bax.
Look,
Eye
all I'm
contact,
saying.
please. Eye contact, please.
All I'm saying is that we might need to blow a ship up.
And all I'm saying is that at this point we have discharged weapons visibly inside the port of Slaheron. If we don't contact the port security, we're going to have them crawling up our ass.
We don't have to tell them, but all right, fine.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and give me so are you investigating its nature, or are you trying to like disarm the trigger?
At this point, if it goes off, it's only going to kill like him. So I'm going to investigate its nature, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to use my earpiece comlink to key up the port security.
Gotcha. Let me do this thing. There you go. Now you should have 2 skullduggeries, 1 for agility, 1 for cutting now.
Huzzah!
Perfect. Kyle, would you just go through and do that at everybody's sheets, please?
One is needed.
Thank you.
No.
This fucking stand. So yeah, go ahead and give me a if you're investigating its nature, go ahead and give me a I would say either mechanics or a perception check with setback.
Interesting. I'll go with the perception with setback. Difficulty 2?
Yeah, it'll be difficulty 2.
Okay, plus setback. Here we go. Oh, nice.
Great. Yeah, so with that, what additional things can we use successes on for perception? Yeah, so that reveals additional details. Okay. So you reveal a couple of things. Number one, this is a while it looks jerry-rigged and weird at the outset, you kind of see through this. The circuitry itself is made in a way that is very professional. Somebody who knows their deal about explosives created this. This is not some weird freedom fighter jerry-rig situation. This is somebody who has a talent and a specialization in explosives worked on this.
All right.
This trigger, you see its circuitry, and you see a very small magnetic activated pressure plate underneath where the button interface goes into the circuitry. This is a dead man trigger. So you know that once it's pushed down, there is no way to deactivate it. Well, with your level of explosive expertise, you would not understand how to deactivate it once that trigger is pushed. So you know that. You also you see that this has a pretty long range. The external circuitry that you see, it is meant to be done well away from the blast site, which tells you that whoever is the creator of this is weirdly not a martyr, because they don't want to die in their own explosion.
Yeah, this was a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna key up the emergency channel.
Okay.
This is Captain Cameron Jitra of the Stormrunner in Bay 19. We just apprehended someone who was messing with our ship and discovered they have a backpack full of bomb.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is station attendant Jameson. Wow. Good on you guys. Do you require any further assistance?
Well, does your security team have bomb disposal? Because this is kind of an explosive just sitting here on the landing pad.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Franklin, do we have... Yeah, our guy isn't in until tomorrow. Would you be able to dispose of it? Or we can have somebody collect it if you want, but...
We'll take care of it. Thanks.
Thank you.
She just looks up at Kymax with this what the fuck expression.
Was that like
Okay.
on an open line? Could I hear that?
That was on the she called the emergency line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could have heard
So-
it, yeah.
Do you know how to make this inert?
Do I?
But basically,
I mean,
this guy is
I
our
assume-
responsibility now. So
This is a Star Wars explosive, so it's electric, yeah?
Yes, the physical disarming of the explosive device itself would be a mechanics roll, and it would be a fairly difficult mechanics roll.
Oh boy.
To render it to deactivate the trigger on it would be a matter of either a computer's or a mechanics check, depending on that would be slightly less difficult, but would still have a great deal of risk due to the fact that if you do something wrong, this explosive could go off.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What would the radius on an explosive like this be?
The radius of this ship is meant to completely and totally incinerate any ship that is directly attached to.
What the fuck were you doing? Like, you were just gonna straight up and destroy us?
No, he wasn't. He was going to hold us hostage.
It sounds deafening, by the way. I just want to let you guys know that.
Yeah, you would. You both see that this explosive is incredible. It is a very powerful explosive, but it is a very focused explosive. It is meant to take care of the thing that it is attached to with minimal collateral loss, other than the people who are inside or directly near the ship.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that if we strap this thing to this dude's chest and tie him to a chair, we can stick him in a corner of the landing bay.
Say everything that you just said again. Sorry.
We can take this explosive, attach it to this guy's chest, tie him to a chair, stick it in the corner of the landing bay, and, like, tape off an area around him.
It would certainly. I mean, it would definitely get rid of the person problem that you have. In terms of because there's nothing to deaden the. It would essentially be a less directed explosive. You'd be using it against to the design of destroying whatever that you're that it's connected to. Problem is, since there's not a whole lot that it was connected to, it's the force of the explosion is going to sort of go out and expand a little bit.
Is this like a shaped charge?
It is
Yes,
a shaped
that's
charge. Yeah.
that's exactly what this
modular
is. So,
Okay.
other option, we steal the shaped charge that is capable of destroying a freighter, and we use it for ourselves later in a different operation while I shoot this guy in the head.
How about we ask this guy what the fuck he was doing and who hired him first?
Oh, he's a Black Sun. And I kind of nudge the jumpsuit down.
Yeah, you see the lines going down his head. You sort of nudge his jumpsuit down a little bit. You see that there's stuff under the jumpsuit.
All right, let's open that up. Let's see what we got.
Solid. Yeah. Let's go. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, let's strip this guy. See what that marking is.
So, you fully take off the jumpsuit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are not concerned with this man's dignity.
We do check the jumpsuit for booby traps.
Absolutely.
Okay. You go ahead and give me. I'll let you declare your own difficulty. Go ahead and go ahead and do a perception check for me.
Yeah, I think that was going to be on you, Cam.
Okay, I will go diff 2.
All right. Sounds good.
I say it sounds like a TAM job,
but as far as you know, there are no booby traps.
Okay. All right, so
I guess we pull the jumpsuit down.
Yeah. Underneath the gentleman's armor is some armor. You see, it is sort of a modular armor that clings very close to the skin that he has. It is sort of an off brown, sort of gray color. There are red inlays around the shoulders and around the wrist attachments. He's wearing a normal set. He looks to be wearing combat boots with sort of armored greaves. He concealed under his jumpsuit is a knife slot in his fucking belt. Yeah, you pull it out. It is a beautifully carved karambit style vibro knife.
okay, we're confiscating that.
It was in the belt.
Oh no. I did write this. Oh, please. I'm just giving you these things.
We never would have known.
Excited.
We never would have known.
I really could just not give it to you.
But you gotta.
You see attached in a modular sort of backpack is a heavy blaster rifle that's sort of it's actually taken apart. Do you inspect the blaster rifle?
I do.
Mm-hmm. This is what is considered a modded heavy blaster rifle. Its damage is 13. It has a critical rating of 3. It has a long range. It has the auto fire quality. It used to have the cumbersome 3 quality, but because it has been dismantled and set into its different pieces, it is now a modular modded heavy blaster rifle. So the cumbersome attachment goes away. It has pierce of 1. And attached to the end of the barrel is a rifle flame projector attachment.
Happy Life Day.
Happy life day to me.
My goodness.
Okay, so we got binders on this guy, right?
Oh yeah, that's
And not
the
as
first thing I
currently,
did.
but yeah, sure. Well, yeah, that
I actually said out loud that I was putting binders on him. I'm sorry if you didn't hear me.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So once we get the knife and whatnot away from him, we're gonna get a folding chair and we're gonna fucking tie him to it.
All right.
Where the
You find a
stats
folding
of
chair.
this?
Yeah. Also attached to his belt are 4 stun grenades.
Oh, fantastic.
For me, you shouldn't have.
Oh, jeez.
He's literally a nemesis. He was meant to be kind of the he was actually meant to be a real guy.
You said 4 stun grenades, so that brings my inventory up
4.
to 6.
And then, I mean, are you taking his armor too? It is modular and will not fit you, but it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we can sell it.
Yeah,
it is heavy battle armor. Yeah.
And can I? I'm gonna have to make a whole. Okay, hold on. I gotta go to the compendiums and I gotta create a gun.
Right, but the chair is going to be set up behind the engine.
Great. You just drag him. He's fully unconscious. He's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Once he's stripped of everything and tied to the chair, we're gonna drag the chair behind the engine.
So he is in a wife beater tank top and boxer briefs. Running along, his arms and his legs are more black line work, all centering around on his back a large emblem of the Black Sun. You tuck his wife beater back into his boxer briefs and sit him down. What's everybody else doing?
I mean,
what's Lana doing?
I can't believe they found us so fast.
Okay, let's see here. We did take. Well, I did take care of this very, very quickly.
Lina has, after everyone just running past her, runs to the shop and grabs the care because that's the only weapon she has. And like a good person, she definitely had it on her at the time. And now she's standing at the ramp just waiting.
And I'm sorry, you did say that the rifle had the pierce quality as well?
Yeah. Pierce
Item qualities.
So,
Quality.
Cam is going to start flicking this guy in the nose till he wakes up.
Here, let me just. All right, give me just 1 second. I just need to pray to God.
I gave you that roll too. I did nothing to try to beat it. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Don't be.
I want to be.
Hey, there was an equal chance. Actually, there was a greater chance of you failing. So that is 100% fair. There's no shenanigans.
I'm enjoying seeing where this goes.
No shenanigans happen. Hold on.
I just
ranged, heavy,
voice.
damage 13, critical,
like
range, long, puppy. Auto fire, cumbersome 3, pierce 1.
I think I mentioned everything on that list.
Ranged, heavy, damage 13. I need to add a flame projector attack.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, Lina, you watch and you see them tying up this man. He's wearing some sick sunglasses.
Okay, good. She
starts flicking
gets
his
a lot more
nose.
relaxed once she sees that Cam and Kybax and even Tam are okay. And
Yep.
Cool.
Especially Tam, you mean? Especially Tam.
Where'd you come from?
We should still be guarding the ship.
Yeah. Strain threshold becomes incapacitated. The strain is reduced so that it no longer exceeds his strain threshold. He is likely unconscious. Yes. So you're not using any implement in order to heal him, is that right? 'Cause I don't believe you can heal strain. Well, I can roll. Give me 1 second. Strain damage.
Burn 5, blast 8. Wow, that's better than the actual flame projector.
I'm gonna get a second folding chair and set it opposite him. Like, he is like facing to the side with the engine like right there, and the folding chair in front of him, out of line of sight of, or out of the line of effect for the engine blast, which he is squarely within.
He
Morning sunshine.
He remains silent.
Cam's gonna stand up, walk over, flip the other chair around, and sit on it backwards, leaning against the back of it. So, you may have noticed where you're sitting. If not, I suggest taking a look to your right.
He keeps his eyes trained on you.
Okay. Anything you'd like to say? Maybe some sort of explanation? Death to the enemies of the Black Sun? Some sort of vague threat? Something like that? Anything?
Do what you're gonna do, and be off with you.
Alright, fair enough.
I guess that means he ain't going to talk.
Hey, W?
Woo-doo!
Fire up the main engines, would you?
Oh.
Start spooling.
I don't.
Well, I'm sorry, she says to the guy, I'm sorry, but like the whole lording death over someone and, you know, drawing it out, that's not really my style. So if you just want to get up and get this over with, that is fine by me.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll ask for a check. Are you really intending on burning him in the engines of your ship?
Yes.
Holy shit, Cam.
Okay.
He was going to blow up my sister!
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just going to shoot him, but...
Yeah, all right. Go ahead and give me a coercion check.
Can I offer assistance? Holy shit.
How are you assisting that?
I am a Mandalorian standing right next to her, just being me. And I've got training and coercion.
All right, you can provide trained assistance.
Oh, boy.
So that's one yellow dice for you.
Coercion is willpower. That's opposed by
Yeah.
presence.
Cam has a pretty shitty coercion.
He will oppose with cool. Okay. So you are being, so to figure out how I'm going to oppose this, is it your intention? So I understand that you are true in your intention in, yeah, I'm going to roast this motherfucker alive, but is it, I'm going to roast this
ideally,
motherfucker
he
alive?
won't be alive for long.
Right.
It is
Right.
not her intention to give him a slow, painful death. It's her intention to just fucking incinerate him and walk away.
Would it be
Unless he tells you something, or are you just fine doing it?
Well, I mean, what... is he gonna swear not to do it again? I mean...
He might give us information about where he got the bomb from, who hired him, who told him to do it.
Well, we've got all that information just from looking at his tats.
Well, yeah, but I'd like specific names.
It's, I mean, if Cam is like, yeah, all right, you don't want to talk, fuck you, and then just burns him, that's totally fine. I won't ask for an opposed check. But if you're trying to bring along something that is not that with this as a tactic, being fully true in your intentions to, yeah, I'm going to do it.
If he offers something valuable in exchange for his life, Cam will accept that. However, his words were, do what you gotta do.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Cam took that to mean that he just wasn't gonna talk. And as such, any sort of, coercion or torture or whatever was a waste of everyone's time, and it would just really make Cam feel dirty.
Would it be some kind of, I guess it would be coercion, not intimidation, but would it be that, because the intention is true, it's not,
you know
You're
what?
not doing this.
You're not convincing.
Let me roll negotiation. And Cam is, as the engine's sort of making warm-up noises, Cam is going to go, look, I am taking you at your word of do what you gotta do, so I'm just going to give you a quick incineration and be done with it. If, in fact, your intention is to just die here for the sake of the Black Suns or whoever hired you, that's fine. I'm not going to try to torture you. I'm not going to try to coerce you. I'm not going to let the engine linger on a heat up. We'll just throttle up and be done with you. It's not going to hurt for long. But if you've got something to offer that you're willing to exchange in your life, I'll heal it. I'll hear it. Don't necessarily like murdering people in cold blood, but you're trying to do that to us, so fair's fair, I guess.
I'm also trained in negotiation.
That's a really that's a really interesting wording with that. Man, he says this. No, he doesn't. He goes, indubitably.
Good arguments, my dear. Just a monocle springs to life.
I will say that I actually wouldn't say that's negotiation. I would actually say that's charm.
I'll take charm. I've got a better score in charm.
Yeah, I'll give you charm.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing this in a way I'm gonna kill you. Do what
I'd
you're
rather
gonna
not,
do.
but you need to meet me halfway here.
Yeah.
Just ask Maruth Duel.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll charm. I'm gonna pose this with his discipline, which is discipline is a willpower check. His willpower is 3, and he is weirdly not disciplined. So yeah, it's just difficulty 3 flat.
Okay, here we go.
For some reason, that made me think of the Palpatine.
Oh, wow.
Palpatine, the senator from Naboo? That Palpatine?
Well, there's a failure right there.
He looks at
dear.
you. He weirdly wanted you to succeed. All right, whatever. Even the ones I want you to succeed in, you fail at. Weirdly. All right. Well, that's fine. It had to be a roll. It couldn't have just been my decision.
It definitely could have been. It still could be.
No, it's fine. No, he can die. So he says, "What's the point?" And you see he puts his head down.
Living? That's just me, I guess.
Thanks for the gun.
Do the engines turn on when he says thanks for the gun?
Oh, Lord.
All right, W, give me about a 1/8 throttle burst for a quarter of a second. Cam does not look. She turns away and just starts walking towards the ramp.
Ibex does look because he refuses to be responsible for a death he can't see happen.
Jesus Christ.
Cam is not interested at all.
Remember when you guys were trying to make this into like a smuggler's fun game?
I know, right? Cam is not interested. He turns
I'm taking that, but you keep trying to strap bombs to our ship.
I'm taking a dark side point for this shit. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, no, I agree that
this man was trying to kill us, and we gave him a quick and painless death.
100%. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
There was no torture there. There was no intent to cause more harm than strictly necessary to kill him. We gave him an out. We tried.
And yeah,
we could have just shot him. But...
I suppose this is a morally great campaign. So yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. You're right there.
Lila would disagree.
Um,
He's hiding on the ship.
What'd you say?
That
The first half
Senator
of that was
Palpatine?
muted.
I said
No.
Lina
Oh.
would disagree, but she's on the ship.
Yeah, you have
Alright.
foiled a apparent Black Sun plot to assassinate you in cold blood.
Well, not cold blood. We did
Right.
we did like kill a squadron of their friends and then another squadron of their friends and shut down their spice mining operation.
If Maruth Duel had been polite and professional, this all could have been avoided.
That is true. That ultimately it was Maruth Duel's fault.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Cam like saying this to this like high up Black Sun guy who's just flabbergasted at her logic. Like, you mean to tell me that you've been a thorn in our side, disrupted our operations, stolen our shit, and killed our men because they were raped?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean that. Am I
That
just
is the
making my
prerequisite
NPCs
for
too
us
mean?
fucking your day up.
Yeah, I guess, man. I just need to have some real sweethearts do some stuff. So
Listen, if they're polite about it, most people will do what you say anyway.
Oh.
Everybody calm down. We don't want to hurt anybody. Please put your money in the bag, and everyone will get out of here alive.
yeah,
More often than not, that works.
I mean, this is one thing because these guys are all bad guys. But I tell you, if we get to the Republic and the Republic officers are after us for some reason or another, that would be a real kind of mindfuck.
Like, why is everyone in the galaxy a douchebag? We say floating away from a planet collapsing into its own flames. Like, for some reason, this whole ass planet is just like collapsing like a house on fire. So anyway,
Yeah, so
I'm
anyway,
gonna
we
head back
drop
to the
off
ship.
the Imperial guy with his buddy.
yeah. I'm gonna need 5 minutes. Actually, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, everybody.
So that blaster rifle is truly and honestly the most insane thing I've ever seen, and it will be my primary weapon from here on in.
Okay, so
And-
here's the thing. We're going to have to consider its value, and have you put enough to cover that into the ship's fund.
That's fine by me. It's 1,500 credits plus the flame projector attachment.
In addition to the cost of the grenades if you're planning on keeping them.
And to be fair, I use every weapon that I get in service of the ship.
You can't see me eyeballing you, but you know I'm eyeballing you.
Heavy blaster rifle with let's do modded HBR. So that way I know it's different than the heavy blaster rifle that I have. I would like to read off the weapons that I have gathered so far. I have the long bola carbine, 6 stun grenades, a micro rocket launcher that's wrist mounted, a set of whistling birds, 2 high explosive micro rockets, a vibro knife, brass knuckles, disruptor pistols, and the new modded heavy blaster rifle with the flamethrower attachment. You in what army? I am the army!
I always feel bad for when we do this and then he disappears for a few minutes and we know he's talking to Matt. Matt, they did it again.
They killed my bad guy.
And then they quickly came up with a backup plan, and they spoiled that one too. And then instead of playing around, they just torched him in the ion drive.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I thought we were going to do more getting the information, but I guess that works too.
I tried to get him to give us information. I did my best.
I mean, not really. That was the weakest try.
Look, he indicated he wasn't going to give us information repeatedly, and
Of course he did. He's a member of the mob.
Cam doesn't like torturing people. Look, some may argue, but torturing someone is so much worse than killing them. Like, when you're killing someone who's trying to kill you, like, you do it, you get it done. It's unpleasant, but you've got to do it. You know, it's like cleaning up your dog's vomit. Someone has to do this.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you had given me a vibra knife and, like, 5 minutes, I could have had him telling us everything.
Absolutely fucking not. What did I just say about torture?
Hey now. We don't negotiate with terrorists. 9/11. Something about America. America, fuck yeah. Here to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
Not anymore. Fuck yeah.
God.
They've become a laughing stock, yeah.
Yep.
You know, what's wild to me is that he thinks that he looks strong doing this shit. He thinks it makes him look like he's strong.
The ties or what?
Anyway.
Just the insanity.
Hmm.
Let's start a trade war with our closest ally so we don't look weak. And it's like, you're in charge of the biggest superpower in the world. No one thought you were weak. Now they do.
So, you all. So, who is going where? And
Cam is heading back into the ship to contact our employer to arrange the drop-off for our guy.
Kybax is going to remain on guard outside the ship, just in case.
Just in case I have another Nemesis level bomber.
You are God. You could literally have an infinite amount.
They're just in queue, slightly out of scene.
Yeah.
The second we stop paying attention, that's when you're gonna fucking get us.
Just imagine sitting there. Yeah, I prefer the Q38. You know, for my detonation sequence. Oh, that's interesting. I prefer the X93. I thought about that, but I always figured it had a less satisfying click on the detonator. Oh, yeah. I get you.
Oh, it's
All right,
actually
number
I'm
2,
actually
you're
up.
up.
I'm actually heading up. Yeah.
He heads
Oh
up.
my god, it was so nice
you
to
believe
meet
that
you.
asshole?
Like,
He
being
like
in a
the X92.
Right?
Immediately dies.
Bib. Yeah.
Just
So
Kyback sitting on a rocking chair with the rifle across his lap, just.
you reach out to Galen Rook. That certainly is a token that I have. Yes, there it is. Actually, pull us over to the splash page for no. Actually, we'll just keep it on the Stormrunner. Galen Rook pops up. His bearded face, sort of graying hair along the ends. Human man, wearing his traditional sort of dark regalia, sort of wearing an undershirt. This is Galen.
Oh, good news, bad news.
Whatever, yeah, dealer's choice for the order.
We got your boy back.
He nods his head. Okay.
Maruth Dul is dead.
Hmm. Okay. I see it, and I thought I made it clear to who else. I mean, is anybody alive?
Yes?
The ice spiders. Blame the ice spiders.
In our defense, there were quite a few spiders infested in the tunnels that claimed quite a few bodies before we could really do anything.
So what you're telling me is that you crippled the Black Sun's primary mode of transporting one of their most valuable commodities and left a wake of bodies in your way.
That is not what I said.
Oh, it's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm surprised you're not dead already.
They tried.
What do you mean they tried?
I mean, they sent someone to attach a bomb on our ship, and I incinerated him in the engine wake.
Galen, his mouth opens for a bit, and his eyes get wide.
As he realizes he's dealing with someone who's actually insane.
We need the Black Sun doesn't do direct action unless they have it out for you. Okay. Are you looking for a meeting? What are you looking for? I'm surprised you're not making your way out of here right now.
Well, I assumed you wanted your boy back.
Yes.
You want me to just drop him off?
No, unfortunately, that's not going to be realistic.
Do you have a ship? We could meet you in orbit.
I am unfortunately grounded at this time. The Black Sun are making inroads into this area, and I have a funny feeling that they are going to start encircling the city. We need to meet as soon as possible.
All right, let's meet.
There is... We could do the same place as last time. Crowded Bazaar. Or if you had some place in mind.
Crowded Bazaar is fine by me.
Okay. I will meet you in the same place that we met. Give me 30 minutes.
Understood.
And the communication goes dead.
He's gonna stand up, look to their passenger. All right. Let's get going.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
All right. Okay.
He's typing and it's not to me. Interesting.
Okay. Who is all going with you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Cam, Lina, now that we're refueled and set up, there is no reason anyone else should approach this ship. Do not let them. I'm gonna take Kybax and our passenger here and go finish our deal, and then we are leaving.
Take Tam with you.
Now, Tam stays here so that there's at least 2 people watching the ship. I feel like I'm sidelining Tam, and that feels bad.
Yeah.
We're not trying to sideline him. It's just that if he
I have
comes,
I have a plan. What is happening? What is that noise?
Sam?
Who is that?
Trev.
Trev?
Oh,
What's wrong with your
your
mic,
audio, buddy.
Oh,
We're
you are
talking to us
super
from down the
distorted.
hallway.
Oh my goodness.
Ah!
Nope.
Unplug your mic and plug it back in. Do something.
Send a carrier pigeon.
Light a signal fire.
How do you feel? How do you hear me now?
There we are.
There we go.
Sorry,
Great.
guys.
Fuck.
No, I said you were not. I said you were not sidelining Tam. It's smart to leave him behind. You can't leave Lida behind on her own. So it's smart to have at least one person. Like if there's anything I can do, okay, it's shoot a gun. So anything else is kind of a crapshoot.
just don't. The Kybax is just don't talk to anybody. Just don't.
If anybody has questions, they can be directed towards me.
All right, Captain, you got it.
In a pinch, Lana will do.
No.
As you all are discussing this, the lights on your ship go dark. Whoa.
Oh no!
Whoa.
Oh no!
Not another one.
I'm gonna kill him.
Cam pulls out her night visions, puts them on,
Turn on my thermals.
I exist.
and she draws her pistol, turns towards the ramp.
The ramp, there is nobody there.
I was gonna say, Kybax was off the ship anyway. You said he was standing guard.
Yeah, but the ramp's
Kybax-
down. See the lights go
From-
up, so I turn on my thermals. And
Yeah,
look.
from the outside, you see that the ship lights on the outside go dark. Whoa.
I turn on my thermals, look up into the ship. I know where the 5 others that are there. Well, I know where Karga is. I know where roughly the others are. I'm looking for anyone who's not where they're supposed to be.
Everybody is where they're supposed to be. There is not another person there. Also,
seeing
the
any
hull,
hostiles.
the hull is thermal plated, so there's not. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to, but you can pick your head up, and
Yeah.
you don't see anybody else.
W? Why is the ship powered down?
You hear no response.
Liner runs to the cockpit.
EMP.
Like, looking out the window, do we see lights and like docking lights or city lights or anything else?
Inside the docking area,
Mm-hmm.
everything appears normal. All the lights are on. People are walking around, milling around.
Okay, so she runs back to engineering. I'm on it.
Okay, you run back to engineering. Where is everybody else going?
I'm going to the bridge to see if I can get some things working.
Yeah,
Standing
bridge.
on the ramp, just ready to go either direction.
You see that
is W here?
You walk by W. W is at the auxiliary security terminals here. You see that he was hooked in using his astromech sort of interfacing penis thing, and you see he is still hooked in. His head, his whole entire body has gone rigid. Usually he's chirping around doing stuff. And you see that his the insert, he's attempting to remove it. You actually hear machinery go zzz, trying to pull it out, and you see that the console itself is holding on to the droid.
All right, Lina, we've been hacked.
Zzz.
All right, W, chill. Chill, relax. You're gonna break something pulling on it like that.
Smoke starts billowing out of W.
Lina
Is
comes
there
running
like an
up.
emergency release on his little plug?
There is not an emergency release. No.
Yeah.
It's something
as soon
that's
as I get-
done by the internal circuitry. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I get the camera and we've been hacked, Lina comes sprinting up because like, everything's dead. I gotta get some sort of power. Sees him freaking out and just goes to hit the like off switch on him so she doesn't kill himself. Sorry about this, buddy.
Whoa. Sort of goes dead. His the arm just sort of sits there, and he usually goes slack and slacks forward, but you see that he's actually being held upright by the thing. It's still held in the console. As you stand in front of the console, you see in the console goes, it actually kind of blinds you for a second, especially if you have night vision on. The console screen goes fully white with really bright light. It's like every single notch on the brightness has been turned up. You see in black lettering going against this white script, you see there's nowhere in the galaxy you can run. You simply do not exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, me. Okay.
That means we
Okay.
still have power.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about this, buddy. And she's just gonna grab whatever tool she's got. That third arm of hers.
Mm-hmm.
She's just gonna get him disconnected. I'll fix it later.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. You pull him out. You pull to an extent his the thing sort of snaps off, and he falls backwards.
Cameron, find me J9. Tam, I need you out in the cockpit when we start diagnosing this.
Oh, no.
Right, Cam's gonna key the comlink. J9, where are you?
You see J9 walks around the corner. What happened to all the lights?
We've been hacked.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute.
What happened to?
He was hooked into the computer system when it happened.
I'll fix him later, but I gotta get this ship off the ground. Cameron, you need to deal with Davies and get that sorted.
Kybax, are you still outside of the ship?
Yeah, I'm standing on the ramp.
Okay. Coming in from, you see outside. You look around. Everybody's milling about as you were in the middle of. You're sort of in a 4-pack of docking areas. Sort of the roof opens up. You set down in here, and then the roof closes above you. In the middle, there's a pillar that's sort of like your clearance area, where kind of like ATC.
Mm-hmm.
You look around, and a deafening explosion erupts throughout all of the see-through windows.
Mm-hmm.
Up on the top pillar, you see flames billowing out. Fire suppression sprinklers go off immediately, coating everything in water, and power goes out. Whoa. Just emergency lighting along each of the pathways is lit.
I'm guessing we heard that from inside the ship.
Yeah, the ship rocks with a proximity detonation.
Kybax,
ATC just got taken out.
I need you to look around and see if there is any cable connected to the Stormrunner, and if there is, you rip it out.
I'm looking.
You see, as the explosion rips through, power returns back to your. You see, whoa! The lights go up, and systems all check in as normal.
So, just for the sake of argument,
yeah,
all of this bullshit that just happened to my ship went through our additional security measures.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure I know who I'm dealing with.
100%.
Okay, J9, go into the back and bring me one of my external power supplies, one of the ones I was using to power your head before I got you legs.
Okay.
Get it hooked up to this. J9 W is currently unplugged. I'm going to turn him back on.
Isn't Tam good at slicing?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get my.
I just need to get power to a console for him to work.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Right, that's another thing that I was thinking of. I was like, well, I can't really do any kind of counterintelligence moves if there's no power. But I've got I've got computers, I've got skullduggery, both of which are slicing kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sit down pretty much and you start working on this, and then the power goes back on to the terminal. You're sitting at the science and sort of internal computer systems terminal on the bridge. What exactly are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to clear the screen of the messages of everything to get back to a home screen.
For sure. The screens after power goes back on go back to normal. Everything is back to normal on the ship.
Okay. I'm going to try and do some kind of trace on where the breach happened, or from where the breach happened, I should say.
Okay. You go ahead and start the process on that. What's everybody else doing as this is happening?
I'm going to do a flight check.
Okay. You head out to you start doing a flight check, like you're doing like a systems check, or are you like trying to get out of here?
Systems check. I want to make sure everything's running as it should.
Okay. That's Tam. That's Cam. What is Lina doing?
She was getting the external power source, but the power all came back on. Okay, so that's Tam, start doing whatever you're going to do. I'm going to go start looking at the main computers and likely resetting them.
Okay, and what's Skyback's doing?
Let me know when I'm good to go.
Is looking for anything connected to the Stormrunner, 1, and 2, looking for if he sees anybody nearby.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do this in the order of request. Tam, go ahead and give me. I'm going to ask you for a computers check. This is going to be to trace the source of the incursion, of a potential incursion. Go ahead and give me a. Give me just one moment. Yeah, go ahead and give it to me. It's going to be difficulty 2.
Oh, sorry. Is it okay if I use the light side point? I'm sorry.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. And that gives me that upgrades a proficiency to a
green die to a yellow die. Yeah.
A green die to a yellow die. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. And here we go. Right on.
What all can you do with 3 successes on there? Let's find out. Let's go in here. Computers.
Let's take a look. 3.
Let's see.
Advantages. I have 2.
Reduce the time required, so you can reduce that by 2 ticks. And if you have 2 advantages, you can gain remote access.
Ooh. To other parts of the building's controls.
Right, but come on.
I think that would be like equivalent in value to finding the port that they hacked us through and closing that option.
Or it could be a skip trace.
I like both of those options. Yeah. Big T, just let us know what I can do.
Yeah, Big T. I love it. Please, yeah. Thank you. It fills my heart with joy.
As a T name person, I've heard every single variation of T something, so
yeah,
I'm passing that one on to you.
Yeah, I've been called T-Dog, and I said, don't call me that.
Yeah, T-Dog was...
My childhood nickname was Tritter.
Excuse me, sir, but I am entirely too white to be called T-Dog.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was
So-
called cheat by quite a few people. But anyway, yes. Just let me know
So
what
I
I
have
can do.
some really, really good news for you.
Okay.
You found the source of the incursion.
Oh, right.
You look out the cockpit, and you see that the source is probably from the exploded computer bay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
great. Oh, great. Okay.
So in other words,
I
they reduced every option we had to trace them to slag.
Right. So they were obviously here, obviously saw us, and then obviously got out. I get on the comm to Lina. Oh, no, to Cam. To Cam, not Lina. Cam.
Servers wouldn't be hosted in the tower.
Sorry, say that again?
Servers wouldn't be hosted in the tower. The interface would be, but servers would be hosted elsewhere, specifically for that reason.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that the servers are just like the servers for the
Also,
So if
this
it was
is
a
this is Slahayron. There's nothing saying this place was built to code.
Fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the source of the incursion was directly in the ATC area. Yeah,
Okay.
so you attempt to
My
locate a
thought was you
computer.
could go into the access log, trace back where that came from, but it's fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're good at Cam. Captain. Looks like they destroyed the terminal, which they used to access the ports.
Mhm. Fantastic. Yeah, so we're doing Cam is doing pre-flight checks, or systems check rather. Go ahead and give me I'll say either this will be a good choice for you. Either mechanics or piloting planetary.
Oh, gee, I wonder which one I'm going to choose there.
It'll be difficulty 1. Hi, buddy.
All right, here we go.
Oh, did Matt go? Yeah, Matt went to his bedroom, so I'm your only source of. Now I know why there's a cat here. Okay. System check. Systems. They appear to be bang awesome. This is a very good chip.
Were you just talking to your cat?
Yeah.
Why
You
is that
gotta pay the
weird?
cat tax.
Oh, the cat tax.
Show us the
What's-
cat.
You want me to show you the cat?
You got to take a picture. If you talk about
Oh.
your cat, you got to pay the cat tax.
Oh, this is actually really easy.
The cat
That's
tax is
nice.
not intended to be difficult, merely a tax.
Cat tax.
Aw, what a kitty.
It's a little shit.
Oh,
There he is.
kitty.
All right, cat
What's
tax
that?
has been paid.
I
that's
consider
me.
it redundant to say kitty and little shit.
Oh, and he just farted too. That's great. Okay, I'll turn my camera off. Thank you. I appreciate it. God, it smells bad. Anyways,
Yep.
so yep, the systems all come back as normal, as completely nominal and better than usual because you have a fantastic engineer. This ship is ready to fly at a moment's notice.
We're okay. So now it's just up to Lina to make sure that we don't have any Trojan horses or anything.
Lana?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you doing a quick scan through your...
Yeah, she's basically making sure our main computer isn't completely fucked. Like, she's been informed that it was external, so just making sure.
A Corellian horse.
Yeah. Corellian horse, if you will.
That's funny. Yeah, go ahead and I will let you declare your own difficulty for this.
I will.
It will be computers.
Difficult as
Obviously.
you can manage.
Any chance the security measures that we have paid for, this is upgrading difficulty for you, not me, so I was hoping to trade that for a boost die.
What specific things that you paid for are you referring
It doesn't work. We paid for security measures so people have difficulty breaking into my ship.
It
So I can
would
really use that
give
to-
them two difficulty upgrades and 2 setback dice to any check.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I succeeded in doing whatever I did. You see that your computer. So what exactly are you trying to find from this?
Basically, I'm going to do the age-old Windows classic of reset this thing back a version. Something happened in the last 20 minutes. I'm going back to the last known safe version, which is before we touch down.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I will not require a roll for that. You go ahead and revert it to a previous state. Everything appears as normal.
Okay.
Kybax, what exactly are you looking for?
Any cables, transmitters, devices, maybe.
As is
First.
standard with a with the uptake and maintenance of the ship, you do see a computer interface cable. This is directly connected to all ships upon touchdown in order to update navigational charts to the most accurate that you possibly have, so that you don't run into an asteroid at
That is unplugged.
Yep, you unplug it. Choop. There is also still an active fuel channel that has since finished, but is still there, connected to the ship.
Decouple.
Because all of the people who were doing that decided they didn't want to get blown up. Other than that, you see that people are running fucking terrified. You notice that the door above the ceiling above you, you see that there are emergency lights, but you can also see that the docking door that you come and land through is shut.
There's got to be emergency opening for that kind of thing, right? Or emergency evacs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, normally an emergency like that would be sort of in that central tower. You are able to. I mean, it would most likely be
in the dome itself. I mean, there's got to be like an emergency manual release.
Yeah, you see such a device over. There's a computer terminal that's hooked up by your area where you can request something like that. In order to actively open it from that, you need some sort of credential. But it is possible from this area to do.
Did anybody happen to leave their badge in the chaos?
No.
You won't even. I mean, roll a luck check. Damn. Okay.
What more do you want from me?
You can spend a light point for that, though.
You can certainly spend a light side point for it.
I'll do that then. Sure. Supervisor left his ID badge on the counter, and I just pick it up and
absolutely, yeah. The supervisor fucking booked it. You see a see-through with a big badge that is the symbol for Vakora. And what are you doing?
Opening the bay doors.
For sure. You open the bay doors. The doors open up. Give me just one moment.
Cool.
One moment, everybody.
No.
I just need to find a picture of the thing.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, ba-da-dun, dun, dun, dun.
Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Jesus Christ.
Superstar, do you think you're what they say you are?
I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right.
I'm going to have to actively put on background sound for this entire recording. Because you turned it off at the beginning and never put it back on.
I took off what?
Not you. White noise in the background even while we're talking is just annoying, so I always put like the port sound effects or the ship sound effects.
I'm sorry, everybody. I should have had this prepped, but I didn't realize that we would get here so quick.
You know what I am so upset about while you're typing, Tyler,
Yeah.
is that everybody younger than the age of 40 has taken mandatory typing lessons in class, and I am one of those hunter peckers. Like click, 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 because we never had to take typing classes because computers didn't exist when I went to school.
But
This is
they
why
didn't even have
typewriters exist?
Typewriters do.
Typewriters existed, but that's different.
You know what pisses me off?
You're right. Back when he went to school, only the women folk were learning how to type.
Well, to be honest, that's exactly what it was. Typewriting class was for girls, and it was so stupid. It was so dumb. And then shop was for boys.
That's
And nowadays, kids
Right.
aren't even being taught how to fucking navigate a file system.
Just a second. So, because you can't type, you can build a cabinet, correct?
where we will
Trev?
leave.
He never said
this-
he was good at shop.
Yeah.
Where we will leave this session is the doors opening, and sitting in very low orbit over planet Silharon is what you recognize, Kybax, to be an interceptor class frigate, a capital
great.
ship,
Oh,
Ah.
directly over where you have docked.
Well, that's going to be a problem.
And that's where we'll end it here today.
oh, thank.
Are you sure we can't keep going?
Nope, I'm 100% positive. There is no better stopping point than
Yeah.
Is this my room? Okay. I want to thank everybody for, I guess, watching or playing. There's a cat on my back.
If we don't play next Sunday, I'm gonna riot.
I'm certainly available. I want to thank everybody for playing, and bye. That'll be the outro.
We're about to fly this frigate like it's a starfighter through the streets of Slayeron to escape
Yeah.
this motherfucking
You mean
capital.
our freighter?
Freighter, yes. Sorry, I think of a frigate as like a cargo ship.
Aye.
It's a capital ship. It is a light
frigate.
capital ship.
Yeah, frigates are
I know,
warships.
I know. I think of the Star Trek frigates.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the image that pops into my head, and then I'm like, no, that's not right. It's a military frigate.
What frigates are you thinking of?
The ones that are like they're just long ships with a bunch of cargo pods like attached to them.
What?
I always called them frigates in my head.
Well, there's an F, an R, an I, and a G, and a T. But those are freighters.
I'm getting scolded. Sorry.
Not yet.
Uh-oh.
No, this is
what?
this is a good chat.
Yeah. I actually have to go. I want to tell you guys thank you for playing. It's so fun to get me back here. And I love hearing you guys talk. You guys are just the best. You're the most wonderful people in the world. If you guys talk to Jessa, I'll message Jessa. But if you guys talk to Jessa, tell her I miss her too.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Will do.
you guys, I gotta go. I will talk to you guys all very soon. I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Kyle, do you want that sidebar now?
I would love that sidebar now.
Yeah, all right.